So I just got back from my trip to Auckland where I was talking about digital twins and what should be on my desk are these two HoloLens 2 devices, and thank you to our friends from Tactile Manifest for helping to make that happen. I thought we'd have some fun today and open them up and see what they're like. So personally, I'm really looking forward to, I've been looking forward to augmented reality for over a decade now, but personally I'm looking forward to looking at Microsoft's Guide technology and their remote assist technology, which comes out of the box as part of the HoloLens. So some people are going to be upset with me for ruining the box, but we'll open it up and see what it looks like inside. Nicely shrink wrapped. Nowadays they definitely have improved the experience that you get when you open these things. Here we go. I'm sure people are cringing. There we go. So it comes in this nice carry case, which is very similar to the carry case we had with the HoloLens 1. Quite robust, which is good if you've got someone like me working with it. Now, the first thing you'll notice with your HoloLens 2 is that all the processing is happening at the back end here with your visuals in the front. And the other thing I quite like is that we had a lot of trouble with this adjustment at the back end here where these typically would break. So it's been much improved in terms of robustness. And because it's well balanced now, it doesn't seem to press on your nose as much, or so I'm told. I guess find out. So, gosh, that's very light. It's a very light experience, and one thing I love about this is it flips up like that. So, very much like a welding helmet, you're there working, you can see your work in your 3D space, because it's typically supposed to be used in an industrial context. In fact, most of our clients that use this will be in an industrial context. It has 4 cameras in the front. It's got the Azure Connect sensor in the front now, which is based on the original Connect, I understand. And it's a semantic sensor, meaning it can tell the difference between the floor and your hands and the ceiling and the walls. And so therefore it's got much better fidelity in terms of finger tracking. So you're not doing your more coarse interactions you used to use with the HoloLens 1. It's much more subtle and much more human to drag and drop things around in 3D space. My understanding is it also got much better voice recognition technologies. It's got a 2K camera in the front, and Microsoft claimed that it's got twice the field of view as the original HoloLens. Now, that was the biggest complaint people had about the original HoloLens. It also has eye tracking, and I have a suspicion that the eye tracking is partly what allows them to give you that improved field of view while retaining a battery life of about 3 to 4 hours. So we'll turn it on and see how we go. USB-C. The original HoloLens was micro USB, as you'll recall. Here we go. You can't see what I see, but it certainly is a very light experience because in fact, it's not even touching the bridge of my nose, which was a big complaint for people in the past. Oh, and we should check while we're waiting for it to boot up. We'll check what's in the box. What's in the box? So we have the instruction manual, which no one's going to read. We have information about health and safety, which people should read. It's one of the big considerations we have around health and safety with these things, is how to use them effectively when you're effectively distracted and you're in an industrial environment. How do you ensure that you're not getting bumped into by things and all that? It comes with a USB-C charger, as you'd expect. Do we have an Aussie plug? Yes, we do. We have an Aussie plug, but that's useful. Now Windows is booting up. We had some problems with the original HoloLens where it would spontaneously decide to update itself. It's, I guess, always the case with these sorts of things. Because it has the eye tracking, it also has retina scanning, so therefore it can do iris recognition and it can automatically log you on based on your eyes. So that's a little bit 1984, but it's also quite exciting to see how the technology is becoming more and more simple. And as you'd expect, as technology becomes more advanced, the experience of the technology becomes more simple. So we're still booting up. Thank you, Microsoft. We've got the other HoloLens 2 device here. We won't open that just yet. The box is actually a whole lot nicer than the original box. I said it was the same as the original box, but actually it's got this Velcro pouch here for your instructions and your power cable, which is really good. The instructions themselves are quite straightforward. Oh, that's a nice surround sound. Oh wow, it is tracking my eyes, so that's good. Now you'll notice that when I interact with holograms, I'm not doing this experience anymore. I'm definitely interacting with them using my hands in a more natural space. There's a little bird that's going to land in my hand. Hopefully, come on, bird. Not sure what kind of bird that is. Can you poke the bird? It's definitely, the holograms are very much the same as they were in the original. And the field of view appears to be really good. We'll go next. So it's definitely scanned the environment so I can see a mesh of the world around me. And that's the infrared sensor working. We'll go English. That's actually very natural, the being able to click things.
Hi there, I'm Cortana.
Hi Cortana.
I'm here to help you get set up.
I'm in
Confirm your region.
Australia. Can you hear Australia? No. Zimbabwe? No. Do I need you to say Pacific? I can Vatican City, no. Okay, that's going to get old very quickly. Can I scroll this way? Can I scroll with my eyes? No. We might just, come on. I obviously don't know how to scroll. It must be a more convenient way to scroll with this. Oh, New Zealand, yeah. We're not quite yet in New Zealand. Click, click, okay. Oh, there you go, there's scrolling, so I can scroll like this. Okay, that's more natural. Oh, no, that's actually really great. So it's got an inertial scrolling, so I can spin it like this. When I stick my finger into it, it stops as though I've stuck my finger into a mesh. That is very natural.
Make sure the visor is pushed fully down and in.
Yes, I can see all four corners. Thank you, Cortana.
Next,
She's speaking in an Australian accent. I feel pandered to.
best experience possible.
Yep. Now, what it's doing is it's adjusting itself to my eyes.
Your head still and follow the gems with your eyes.
So we'll see how good the eye tracking is. So the HoloLens, the actual holograms themselves are really good, high quality, even in a relatively well lit room like this. So yeah, she's now testing my eyes, and I'm looking at various different parts of the screen to calibrate the eye tracking. So a big shout out to Martin from Tactile Manifest, who's been working with us to make this happen. And thank you to Lawrence from Microsoft for working with us on what we're doing in the future with the HoloLens. I'm quite excited about what we're going to be able to do with this new technology with our clients in the industrial and building space. So watch this space for more.